It's hard. You know, I can't. We might use 5, but we can't use that one.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the regular meeting of the Tuckerton Borough Council, June 15th, 2026. Madam Clerk, would you please read the Open Public Meetings Act, Steve?
Yes, the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act have been complied with as notice was published in the Beacon and the Asbury Park Press stating the time and place of this meeting.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Breland.
Present.
Mr. Martin.
Here.
Mr. Colangelo.
Here.
Mr. Diemar is absent this evening. Mr. Dupre.
Here.
Mr. Peterson.
Here.
And Mayor Marshall.
Present.
Thank you.
All right, please stand for the pledge, please. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. All right, we have no presentations tonight. We will begin with legislation. Councilman Breland.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm going to have the second reading and public opening to the public for comment of ordinance number 3 of 2026. And what this ordinance is an update to the salaries, wages, and rates for compensation of non-union officers and employees of the Borough of Tuckerton. Ordinance number 3 of 2026. Ordinance of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, establishing salaries, wages, benefits, and rates of compensation for non-union officers and employees of the Borough of Tuckerton. And I move that we open this to public comment.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to open for public comment, questions only on this ordinance right now. So does anyone have any questions? All in favor, sorry.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, now we're open. All right, seeing none.
Make a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second to close the public portion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so carried.
I now make a motion to adopt ordinance number 3 of 2026.
Now second.
All right, I now have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance 3 of 2026. Roll call, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
And that's all I have this evening.
All right, thank you very much. Next is Councilman Martin.
Thank you, Mayor. I actually only have 2 resolutions tonight. It's an easy one for me. I will have a whole plethora of things when it comes to committee time.
Okay.
So for my resolutions, the first one is the payment of claims for this month. This month we're sending out $550,743.50. Of that, 52 cents, thank you. Just over 326,000 is going to Tuckerton Elementary School. I also wanted to point out that the second quarter for dispatch with Little Lake Harbor is just over 26,000, that's going out. And then 43,000, or just over 43,000 is going out for the sidewalks. That's grant money that's not in there. But those 3 make up the bulk of what's going out. So I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing payment of claims in the amount of $550,743.52. And I make this motion.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. This resolution. Any discussion? Any questions for anyone? All right, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Abstain.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. My next resolution is for the insertion of a line item into our budget. So we were awarded the Clean Communities Grant in the amount of $11,418.71. So, we need the permission to be able to insert it into our 2026 municipal budget since it's already been adopted. So that is what this is. A resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing a Chapter 159 for the fiscal year 2026 Clean Communities Grant for the 2026 municipal budget, and I make this motion.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution. Any discussion from the council? All right, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And Madam Mayor, that's all I have until committee reports.
Okay, and thank you for explaining that. That was very helpful. All right, next is Public Works, Water and Sewer, Councilman Colangelo.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be introducing 4 resolutions this evening. The first one has to do with authorizing an agreement with Ocean County for financial assistance up to $1,000 for repair and maintenance of municipal streets and properties. Second one will be awarding a contract for a 2026 Ford truck. The third one to authorize the road opening permit to reconnect the gas service. And finally, to authorize the submission of a grant application for a roadway project. Just a couple of reminders, Public Works Yard will be closed on Friday, June 19th and Friday, July 3rd. Just a reminder about our trash can ordinance, make sure your lid is completely closed on the trash can and the recycling can lid is secure also. I want to thank everyone who's cooperating with breaking down all the boxes for curbside pickup. And remember, do not tie any of these boxes together. I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the execution of a Schedule C agreement with Ocean County, and I move this resolution.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
A resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding a contract to National Auto Fleet Group, an authorized vendor of Sourcewell Purchasing Contract number 08125-NAF for a 2026 Ford Maverick in the amount of $31,777.92, and I move this resolution.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing approval of a road opening permit on Kingfisher Road for block 112, lot 12, and granting relief under section 419-15 of the Borough Code, and that is at 400 Kingfisher Road, and I move this resolution.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution as read. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the submission of a grant application and execution with the New Jersey Department of Transportation for Carroll Avenue from Green Street to the end roadway preservation project in the amount of $496,110, and I move this resolution.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
That's all I have, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, fine, thank you very much. All right, we'll skip over public grounds and community affairs because Councilman Diemar is not here. Moving on, administration and regulation, Councilman Dupre.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I have 5 total to go over. But Jenny, if I could,
Mhm.
going back to the payment of claims, I would like to change my vote from yes to abstain, fire district number 3, and also squad 85 of the
Gotcha.
so everything else is a yes.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
with that being said, first we have the minutes from May 18th meeting. Anybody, any changes or additions? There being none, I move that we accept the minutes as written.
I'll second it.
All right, I have a motion and a second to accept the minutes as presented. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then the second item, Your Honor, is a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, assessing a lien upon dwellings or lands for property maintenance pursuant to Borough Ordinance 103-2 and permitted by New Jersey SA 40-48 1.14. I so move that resolution.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And the second resolution, a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the refund of a permit fee for the collection and disposal of appliances containing refrigerant fluids. And I so move this resolution.
I'll second it.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution as read. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
And then, Your Honor, for the fire and EMS report, Chief Rumza, he apologizes for not being able to make tonight's meeting. He also had a fire commissioners meeting that he had to attend about structuring as well, so he was unable to make it. But we had 12 fire calls and 26 EMS calls for the month of May. And that will include that portion. And then the monthly zoning and code enforcement for May. Construction, we had 55 permits issued, 7 rentals, 9 resales, 3 transfer titles, 19 zoning. And inspections performed were construction 30, bulkheads were 3, plumbing 9, electric 15, complaints 2, zoning 5. For the code enforcement on-site inspections were 24, violation notices 7, working violations were 6, 1 were cleared, phone complaints were 10, bulkhead inspections were 1, summonses issued were also 1, public works cleanups were 2, and vote requests were 1. And that concludes my
All right,
That's all I have, Your Honor.
we got a lot today. Very good, nicely presented also. All right, moving on, law and public safety.
Yeah, thank you,
Councilor
Ron.
Peterson.
Now the monthly activity report for May 2026. Calls for service were 267, arrests were 13, motor vehicle stops were 206, motor vehicle summons were 121, motor vehicle accidents were 11, medical was 13, and suspicious person and vehicle checks 18. Excellent month.
Okay, that medical was 33.
That's all I have, Ron.
All right, Chief, you guys have been busy. I see your men all over, and they're always doing a good job when I'm watching them. They're positioned around town, they change their positions, and they're watching everything. Good job, thank you. All right, I think that comes down to the mayor's forum, and I don't have anything new to present tonight. I'm happy to see so many people in the audience. Sometimes we only have a small handful, so this is nice. And, Mr. Connors, it's nice to see you also.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, you're up next.
And I have nothing to report for this evening.
Nothing, all right, so we'll move on. Madam Clerk.
I have 2 things this evening. The first thing is you guys received a letter from Bright Bay Regional Squad, Volunteer Medical Services, Squad 85. What's happening is the town has participated in help funding a consultant to take the volunteer EMS squad and turn it into a paid emergency medical squad where they would do billing and collect from the calls that they're making. They are still gonna keep a volunteer organization and then they're gonna have a paid organization. They are requesting that the Borough of Tuckerton, because we are involved in the paid side of it, they are requesting that they, if we would like to appoint a liaison, the governing body would like to appoint a liaison. Because it's such in infant stages, and I just applied for that, LEAP grant that would fund all of the paid stuff that would help with the payrolls and stuff. I'm asking that the governing body consider me as that liaison, and it wouldn't be for a long period of time. I don't know that we wanna put a date on it, and I'd have to check with Chris, because probably has to deal with the bylaws. But if, in the interim, you appoint me as the liaison to go over there and see what the bylaws say, what they're asking for. I think this whole area needs a paid, emergency medical squad, and we are there, we're almost there, and I wanna give it its best shot possible. Obviously with 20+ years of municipal finance and, dealing with local governing bodies, I feel that could help them get past that one little hurdle, and then after that, I think it should be a governing body member that becomes the liaison on that. If you disagree, there's no, I don't get any extra money, I don't get paid to do any of it, I believe it's 1 meeting a month, I'll just go and, like I said, get it going and then relinquish it once the billing is happening and it's self-sufficient.
Sounds good.
So I would just need a motion, I guess, Chris, for the interim to send myself over there as the Tuckerton Borough liaison, and then see what their bylaws say from there. Does that make
Right.
sense?
No, that makes sense. We can do that, we can do that.
And then I'll come back with the bylaws and make it official, or if you have to adopt something, or any of that type of thing.
I would move to appoint Jenny as the liaison.
I'll second.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second to appoint Jenny as liaison, as explained. Roll call vote, please.
Does anybody have any questions of me?
Any questions?
Um,
I think you explained that very well.
yeah, I said, it's not something I wanna stay doing.
It makes complete sense.
It's just I wanna make sure that they become that paid squad.
You have a lot of knowledge, we'd like to use that.
Mr. Breland,
Abstain.
Mr. Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo,
Yes.
Mr. Dupre,
That's it.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
So 1, 2, what is that, 3, and abstentions go with the majority?
Well, you have, let's see, 3, which is a majority of those voting.
Mhm.
So, you have a member absent on the same passes.
Thank you. Okay. The next thing I have is a request for facility use application from the Tuckerton Chamber of Commerce for the baseball field for the date of August 15th, 2026, with a rain date of August 16th, 2026.
I make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. I have a motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland,
Yes.
Mr. Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo,
Yes.
Mr. Dupre,
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you. And that is all I have this evening.
All right, fine, thank you very much. Committee reports.
I have a couple.
I remembered that, okay.
Okay. So I'll start with, Pride and Celebration. We had the townwide yard sale, last Saturday, the 6th. Before I went up to work, I did drive around. I saw a lot of people had a lot of stuff out. And the weather was perfect for it, so.
Beautiful.
So we've been lucky. I did not even get out of the car, I just drove. I had to beat the traffic onto the island.
Didn't buy anything, right? Oh, yeah, that's important.
But it was a good turnout from the homes as far as people signing up and going. And I think I ended up doing, my final map 4 times because I kept adding a couple more people to the final map and then another final map, so.
It's something that's taken off and,
Yeah.
you know, people like it, that's good.
And we had a couple little lighthouses that wanted in, so I did put them on the list. I can't put them on the physical map because they're too far out, but I did put their addresses on. We do have a full lineup for the Friday night concerts this summer. The first concert will be July 10th over at the All Wars Memorial Ball Field, and then it'll be every Friday through August 14th. Our last concert will be the day before the Chamber of Commerce's event, which is the 15th over at the ball field. I don't know if, are you gonna mention anything about it, or?
Sure, I can go out and say something at public comment if you'd like.
Okay.
Unless you want to do
I
now.
don't wanna steal your thunder,
No,
so.
I don't really have any thunder, but I'm stuff to done.
I'll let Mr. Watson talk about that event then on the 15th at the ball field. And then this is our last meeting before the 4th of July. So for the 4th of July committee, I have a couple announcements, things going on. So on 4th of July, we have the parade at 10 a.m., starting at Meridian and going down to Great Bay. The application is out there and about. You can get them from Danny at Doyle's, or I've posted the application to be in the parade also on Pride and Celebrations events page on the Borough website. So if you know anybody looking to be part of the parade, please let them know. Get in touch with me, get in touch with Danny. Something we'd love to have as many people in. We have, that I know of already, probably about 8 new organizations, groups, people that have never been in it before that are in it this year. So,
That's wonderful.
so it should be a really good time. Chief will try to squeeze it all in and under the hour that we have for the road closure. Fireworks will be that night at, quote unquote, dark, dusk, 9:15ish. The fireworks do have a rain date of Sunday, July 5th. The parade does not have a rain date. So the parade is rain or shine, and if it's, too bad that we can't do it, then it just gets canceled. But I'll go out there with the top off the car and drive in the rain. I don't care. So
Okay,
for this one, I believe this week, Jenny, is that when we get the truck for the flags going up? I thought that's what John said. The plan is this week we'll get the flags all up along Main Street. So I'm looking forward to that. And also the fireworks committee is selling 50/50 tickets. Again, they can be picked up from Doyle's, or I have some I didn't bring any with me. It's $5 a ticket. We have 1,000 tickets, so if we sell all 1,000 tickets, the winner gets $2,500. And then all the proceeds on the other half go directly to funding the fireworks. And I think, Mayor, that's all I have.
okay, I think that's.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I lied. I do have one more thing. The Tuckerton Historical Society has been nice enough to be texting and sharing some really, really cool things with me. So I don't, want to say I'm the young person here, but the bicentennial in 1976, I was not born yet, but I'm getting to see all this stuff that Tuckerton was doing. By 1 year, I was only up by 1 year. But it's so cool. That was the Yield Tuckerton Day. Like we do Yield Tuckerton at Christmas time, but it was Yield Tuckerton Day. It was 4th of July every year. And looking at the agenda that they had laid out the list of events and stuff, it was pretty cool. Like 3 p.m. was Grease the Pig contest that we saw, and going through, and then for the tickets. That was cool. And then one of the things that I'm looking for an answer to, and I thought Calvin would help me out, and he didn't, was that for the bicentennial year, there's mention of, in December, a capsule. I'm kind of wondering if that was like a time capsule that was buried
Yeah,
It is, you know?
You know where the sign is in front of the overall hall at 140 East Main Street?
Okay,
There's a time capsule that was buried in there.
okay, from the,
I'm pretty sure Grace has all the information from that, because she was the clerk.
awesome.
So cool.
Well, that was easy to solve that mystery.
Yeah.
But it's worth going down to the Tuckerton Historical Society and looking through some of this stuff. It was really, really cool stuff,
Yeah.
dating back to
That's
what the town did. So, now that's all I have, I promise.
So the other positives that they did, actually had a reenactment of the Boston Tea Party on the Tuckerton Lake. And the Tuckerton Redmen, of course, were the Indians, and my father, who was mayor at that time, was fortunate enough to be one of the British soldiers that ejected off the boat. But great memories, and it was a great time to be a kid in Tuckerton back in the 70s.
We were like in high school back then. Yeah, and you talked about decorating Main Street, and it's just so nice to be able to drive through town and see where the businesses and the people on Main Street are really, making it look nice. And if you drive through some of the other towns going up towards Mount Ogden, you see they're doing the same thing, so whoever's out there that helps doing that, thank you. And that's it, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. We're ready for public forum.
Move to open the public forum.
Second.
And a motion and a second to open public forum, all in favor?
Aye.
You will come up to the microphone, you will state your name and your address, and 5 minutes is our limit. Does anyone have any comments? Yes? Rowan?
Chuck Watson, 90 Curlew, well, this is low. And I'm also one of the trustees of the Chamber of Commerce, and from the entire chamber, thank you for letting us use the ball field. We looked at a couple other venues, and they just weren't working out, and then we went over and looked at the ball field with Brian, and it's like, this will be perfect for what we're doing, especially for the kids. So really appreciate you all letting us use it. I think it's gonna be a great event. We already have 8 food trucks, I think about 15 other vendors lined up. 7 or 8 bands that'll be playing all day long. It's from 11 to 4. We're working on some other stuff for kids, face painting, maybe some blow up, some of those like bounce houses or something. So it's gonna be really a great event. Share it with all your friends, and hope to see all you there if you can, and anyone else. So the first one we've done, so we're working. It's the 15th with 16th as the rain date. So Saturday, yes, of August. And it's gonna be a great event. So thank you for letting us use the
Thank you for putting
field.
this together, we really appreciate it, and the experience that you bring from your other home.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Yes,
Hi, I'm Kathleen Portuguese from the Tuckerton Historical Society, and I'm here to present the Borough of Tuckerton with a flag that commemorates America 250. We are selling them for $45 each, and we're all volunteers, so all that money goes to keeping the history of Tuckerton and the area alive.
oh, thank you very much.
It's a 2x3 flag.
Isn't
And,
that nice? Wow.
And Mr. Diamore already hung one at Middleborough Hall. And I also wanted to mention, Mr. Martin, that Ebenezer Tucker will be walking in the parade.
Okay.
Very
I have a question before you sit back down. I have a question.
Yes,
For purchasing the flags, get them down at Littleborough Hall?
I have 5 with me, but Ursula can take orders and we will deliver them.
Okay.
All right, that's great, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jim Bombaci. I own 201 Clay Street in Tuckerton. The reason I'm here tonight, I hear a lot of nice things you guys are saying. I think this is terrific, these programs. Bringing up an issue I had with a problem with water leak in my property. I feel like I'm not getting across the magnitude of what happened there. So, there's a valve that broke in the ground, the municipal, shut-off valve. Had a large water leak, and now
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Okay,
Just speak
I
a
have a
little louder,
large
please.
water leak, and the municipal valve, the main shut-off valve, belongs to the infrastructure of the township is what broke. It's after the meter at my property, so the water was metered before the valve, and we excavated it, and Charlie came out and John, they saw what was damaged, and I don't really have a problem paying a water bill, it would be inconsequential if the amount was reasonable, but the amount of this bill, for water that really wasn't my fault, is, the bill's $14,000.
Okay.
I have the valve, I have pictures, I have all the equipment that I removed. I brought this up quite a few times, I don't know if, it was portrayed that I was asking for forgiveness of the bill, I'm not asking for forgiveness of the bill, I don't think the bill is being duly charged to me properly. Meaning, I don't think I'm responsible for this bill. I don't know, I offered to bring the equipment, show it, whatever I need to do, but I have the valve with me tonight, the rest of the equipment, it's 100 pounds worth of iron that took out of the ground, is the shut-off that belongs to the town's infrastructure. So, I don't really know what to do about this. I don't wanna make a big deal about it, but it's not $500, it's not $3,000, and understanding this, the bill was reduced, to take the sewer charges off, and the reduction amount is $14,000, it was $30,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, I don't wanna get into the repairs, but I paid for all the repair work, and I did a lot of the repair work myself, so I spent over $5,000, that technically should have been my responsibility either, so that's gonna be on top of this, and I'm not asking for reimbursement of that, I'm just looking to handle this. In a fair assessment is what I'm looking for.
Right.
And like I said, I can show the documentation
How do we
necessary.
answer this?
I kind of already answered him, he's here now because, so the valve is on his side of the meter. Our rules and regulations state that it's, the homeowner's responsibility. That valve has been in there 30+ years.
Absolutely.
So what had happened was when, after, I guess, 30 years on his side of the pipe, they didn't find the leak, and when we went out and read it, we saw that, he had used an exorbitant amount of water, and what was happening, it didn't show his head, but one of our guys went and, was poking around the grass area, and then it became a geyser. So it was leaking, like I said, and it just, our rules and regulations are our rules and regulations, and I can't be the one to break from that, so that's why he's here to discuss it with the governing body. We have forgiven the sewer portion of that bill. We have had this in the past, and, we don't forgive it, but that's what, it's up to you guys. I have all the emails, I did share it with the Water and Sewer Committee, with Sam, Ron, and Frank. So they have seen pictures. I can send it to the rest of the governing body if now that it's brought out to the public meeting, I can do that as well. But, unfortunately, it was on his side of the meter. It's where, so if his line were to come out of his house to our meter back, when we redid the road, which was 30 years ago, the part where it attached from his line underneath to our meter is where the leak was.
I can relate, I had exactly the same thing happen at my house, about 7 years ago. And they were nice enough to, get rid of the sewer portion, but unfortunately I was responsible for the water portion. Exactly the same thing happened at my place.
It also happened to me, same thing after Sandy, had no idea where it was going. And they forgave the sewer side, but you're responsible from the meter to the house.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what she's explaining, but the shut-off valve belongs to the township. And it broke on this it broke on
The street
the
side?
street side. I have the valve, it broke on the street side.
No, that's not, the valve is on your side. The valve is on your side.
The valve, I have the valve, it broke on the street side. I have pictures of it before it was removed from the ground, it's broken on the
The
street side.
guys have, okay,
I have the valve with me.
okay, but if our water shut-off valve is on this side of the meter, it's still in the road.
No, you
That
have
wasn't
water-
fixed yet.
You have a water shut-off valve, there's a sidewalk there, and this is what I'm trying to explain. There's a curb stop where you remove the cap and you put a key down in, that's where it broke. On the street side of that, my meter is further back because there's a sidewalk there. And the shut-off valve is on the property side of the sidewalk. And then the meter, when they went to install that, the sidewalk was interfered. And the meter is now between the sidewalk and the street. So the meter's in front of the shut-off valve. It should be behind the shut-off valve, but then it would have been in the middle of my front yard in that case. So I didn't install this stuff. I'm not trying to be argumentative. I own properties in other towns. The rules that every other town follows by, whatever side it breaks on that valve belongs to you. I paid for water leaks and water bills for leaks before. Right? This is not the first one I've had. This is an exorbitant amount. If this bill was $3,500, I would have paid it and I wouldn't be standing here today. But this is a lot of money. And like I said, I believe I'm completely not responsible for this because this valve belongs to the township and it broke on the street side. And she's saying it didn't, but I think she's misunderstood. I have, like I said, I have all the parts, I have.
And our men have gone and looked out.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I'm relaying to you what
And they
their
would verify.
report.
What they said.
And they would verify that.
Mr. Connors, I want to ask you what you would recommend council do since we have.
Well, I would recommend that council start taking any action on that.
Yeah.
It appears to be some remaining discrepancy as to the responsibility of whose valve it was. So, until that can be finally assessed and determined, I would hold it in abeyance, have it re-examined, and see if what the gentleman is saying is accurate.
All right, so who does he need to come in and talk to?
Well, I think that the administrator will just have your
I'll have my
superintendent.
public work.
Yeah.
I had Brogan and Charlie out, like
Just
you
to
said, out.
examine and make sure that
All
there's
the
no
gentlemen
misunderstanding.
speaking of were at the property and they did see what I'm speaking about.
You know, we have past practice also with what we've done in situations
Right.
like this.
Absolutely, you
Right,
guys
so it
by
has to
past
be-
practice, but we just, I think there may be, from what I'm hearing,
Mhm.
there may be a question as to where the valve is located
Right.
with
We
respect
cannot
to.
answer that right here,
Yeah, I
right
wasn't
now.
expecting an answer tonight, I just
You
couldn't
know,
seem to get the
listen
point
to you,
across.
and, it will be looked into, and you need to
Yeah,
talk
just,
to.
we will follow up and do our due diligence on it.
So
I
I'm just waiting for
have
someone to
one, I
get
have
back.
one question though. $14,000 and we keep calling it a leak.
He was leaking,
How many gallons
Like,
might that?
millions of gallons.
that's what, like, to me, that's not a leak, that's a,
And
like,
normally you
and
see
you have
that.
water pressure, like, inside the house.
Yes, I mean, the house notoriously didn't have great water pressure to begin with. It wasn't, anything that was, I mean, it must have, I mean, I never had an overage bill the years prior, so my guess is this cold winter, maybe the frost heave was enough to finish it off, maybe it was weeping. Like I said, I had the parts, it was put together with steel, yeah.
Right.
So-
I do have a
Let's look
question.
into it.
Yeah, well,
Are we able to,
time.
reset the clock on his interest penalty? We will have to
We
investigate.
have, we already told him that, we already told him that we would work out a payment
I mean,
plan.
I've been, you know, I was at the
First
town,
off,
I
sir,
I
thank
know
you
past
very
the
much.
time, but. So I'll just
No,
wait
we
to
got
hear
our
from you.
best answer right here, right
Thank
now.
So excess bills haven't even gone out yet. They have not, this is the only one that's been calculated, and we gave it to him.
I requested the bill early because I was trying to, I just
So
wanted to know.
there's not even
No
a
interest.
due date for him per se just yet. It was, we're working.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your patience. We always try to get an answer out of someone, but unfortunately, you're not gonna get, anything right here.
I wasn't expecting it, just wanted to get
Does
something
anyone
started.
else have any comments this evening? Yes, ma'am.
Hello, I'm Chris Mayer, 40 South Green Street. And I don't know who prompted us to clean up 478 South Green Street, but thank you very much, because they did an amazing job last week in the heat. And everything was, grass was cut, stuff was used, it was great. I do have one other question though, 476 South Green Street. I had asked before, there's a sign there, and I don't know his name. Nazina?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't speak.
That's okay. I think I talked to you before. And it looks like they dug new holes to move the sign because it's sitting right in front of the speed sign. And I'm for 80 South Green Street, people just fly by, and now the turtles too, it's just
Yeah, lots of
crazy.
turtles out there.
But it looks like they dug holes to move the sign, but they never moved the sign. So I just wanted to kind of say
Okay,
that.
all right, thank you.
But thank you again, 478 looks amazing.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're next.
Well, my name is Bruce Doritas, 189 Flamingo Road. The last couple of months, I've been sending council members an email with video and photos, and also talking from several members about the decrepit, gaping situation of bulkheads on the lagoons, Flamingo Lagoon, and also the lagoons that were in 2022 were charged via the special assessment. This condition has been existing for many years of old decrepit bulkheads leaking silt, sand, rock, whatever, into our lagoons and expediting our next dredging project in special assessment. I can give you one condition. When I purchased in 2006, right before the closing, we were given notice that we had 12 months in order to replace our leaking wooden bulkhead. We were given 12 months. We did it in that 12 months. After purchasing the house, it was quite a burden, to spend almost $15,000 replacing 50 foot of wooden bulkhead with vinyl bulkhead. So when I go up and down lagoons and I see these wooden bulkheads with, holes 6, 12 inches across them, or pretty much non-existent, I'm really upset. I'm upset that it's not being handled properly. That we have an enforcement, the code is 118-9, it's on the books, and I would like to see it properly enforced. I enforced with the ordinance deals with a fine schedule and also jail. And I've known for one of these property owners that's on the very tip of Flamingo Road, it's been going on for, before the dredging project, and it still exists today. That specific property affects the entire spit, because it's adjacent to the spit. So it affects not only Flamingo Lagoon, but also Curlew Lagoon and the Little Lake Harbor Boulevard Lagoon. So before this grant on the spit begins, I would like to see this project, I would like to see that specific bulkhead and most bulkheads that are leaking taken care of. Because just recently, we were told that we had 4 foot the spec was 4 foot at dead low tide, post dredging. I've been going up and down my lagoon, Flamingo Lagoon, for the last month or so, and I'm not getting 4 foot, I'm getting 3 foot. So whatever's happened between the bulkheads leaking and also storms that are adding to it, it's a condition that I like to see resolved. And I like to see it resolved with, with some type of teeth in the ordinance. We've been through a part-time, officer, now we have a full-time officer. And I'm hoping that the full-time officer, could judiciate this condition. Thank you.
All right.
Bruce, I may have a little bit of an answer. When you did call and sent emails, I went right into the construction office and got the story behind it. They had sent out warning letters and whatnot. It's crossed a couple of hands from what I understand that property. And the person that owns it presently is scheduled with, I don't want to say it was Eamon or whatever. Unfortunately, with Eamon or Butterick or any of them, that they're 6 to 9 months out. So that is what I was told was the lead time. Mr. McAndrew could probably correct me on that. He was.
No, that's correct, absolutely. That's the one, and, excuse me, I'm trying to stand up, old man. The property this gentleman is speaking of is on one point, and it's that, there is a definite problem there. I've been there every day for the last 2 weeks. I have pictures, I have violation notice I've sent. I have noticed from that they're applied for a grant through some agricultural type thing. Now, I'd like to inform everybody that my authority stops at the bulkhead, this side of it. The other side of it goes to Marine Police or whomever. But this one particular property, I told them I would find them $1,000 a day. I gave them 10 days. I was off today. It's on the top of my board. If you want, I'll go get it out of my office right now and show you that it's there for inspection. And you know who I'm speaking about. They have the point front there.
Exactly.
And that has been a constant pain. They have more excuses than God gave us peace, but it's unbelievable. And I agree with you. That's probably the worst one. It's actually a hole that would take the whole front of those seats there, those 5 seats, into the depth of 4 feet. There's nothing there. And at the bulkhead, the sheathing, as you might call it, there's a hole in the bottom about, I'll say maybe 1.5 foot wide. That's where the drainage is going out. That's what's coming out. That should be fixed when I go there tomorrow morning. If not, I'll bring vertical cord again.
It's a complete washout. Mark probably agree.
Yeah, and I don't have my phone with me right now, but I agree with the pictures I took last week.
Did they pull a permit from us to fix that bulkhead?
Did they pull a permit? Okay, good. So they pulled the
No,
permit.
I'm asking if you know if
Oh.
they pulled a permit.
Okay, and the other one you're speaking about is the Sky Bum. What can I tell you? That's the name that I know, and I'm not giving away anybody's real name, but they have a permit issued, paid for, and are waiting for Eamon to put it in, and they have a probable date of August or the first part of September. That'll clean up that side of it. That's where it is right now.
So,
And-
the area, Jim, that's adjacent to Spit, is that also gonna be
I'm sorry.
cleaned up? Because there's a lot, and in his property, it's an end,
Right.
it's on the end of the road. So there's more than 50 foot bulkhead. There's
Yeah,
probably-
I'd say
there's probably
120, 125, 130 feet of bulkhead along there. That is all to be done. And they actually took the violation notice I sent them and sent that in with the grant to show the importance of getting the money. Now, whether I don't deal with grant, and thank God, I'm comfortable, and I don't need a grant for anything.
So has the permit been issued?
That's what I'm at, I don't know, that's what I was asking. If we issued a permit yet for the
Well,
bulkhead?
no, we've issued one for Skyline,
Okay,
okay?
but not this
But
property?
not this property. I'll give you a better answer tomorrow morning when I go back into the office. Because and also, we have the ability on a bulkhead to extend a 60-day as opposed to a 10-day on the high grass or something. But they can actually ask for a 60-day extension of the request for the permit. And it's a gray area. But I agree with you that the one we're talking about tonight, that needs to be done tomorrow morning. Should have done last week, should have done 2 months ago.
But, with regards to a bulkheading ordinance, that should be pulled, one, and that would then alleviate any more fines or anything. But if they haven't pulled that permit yet, then the fines continue, correct?
Yes, and they could be, actually, the fine could, can be issued every day at $1,000 a day. If that's what is necessary, but again, that's bulkhead in the oil, you know where on my whatever, and I'm working, go down and take a look at my clipboard, it's right on the top of it right now, pictures and everything.
It's been going on for years, not months or
Okay, but
years.
you have your answer for tonight. That's the best we can do. So you can follow
I'll
up.
give you a
with
better
Mr.
answer tomorrow when I go down and talk to Mr. S, you know who Mr. S is.
Thank you for bringing this to our attention.
I appreciate your support.
We'll see what we can do. Anyone else this evening? Okay.
Move to close the public forum.
Second.
The motion, and there's a couple of seconds to, close public forum. All in favor?
Aye.
Nay.
Any opposed?
Motion to adjourn.
You can go on. I have a motion and a second to adjourn. You keep it out closed. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank everyone for coming tonight. Thank you for sharing.
We didn't hear from yours. That's
No.
what I said.
Doris is quiet.
Oh, yeah. Not worries.
Bruce. How you doing, Anthony?
Did I give you permission not to run again?
Well,